Thank you so much, Sumati Nimai Prabhu, for your loving invitation on this auspicious occasion of Narasimha Chaturdasi. Let's begin with some prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Ajnananjanashalakaya Chakshuranvalitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guroh Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Nama om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I offer my respectful obeisances unto all the devotees who have assembled here on online platform, and also my best wishes to everyone on this auspicious occasion of Shri Narasimha Chaturdasi. Every year we celebrate this festival of Narasimha Chaturdasi with so much of enthusiasm and devotion, and of all the forms of the Supreme Lord, this form of Narasimhadev is very special and very dear to the hearts of so many devotees, because Narasimhadev is known specifically as protector of devotees. Of course, in all the forms of the Lord protects his devotees in various ways, but Narasimhadev is specifically known as the protector of his devotees, and even while travels or devotees remember Narasimhadev and offer prayers, because Narasimhadev appeared from a pillar unusually, unconventionally. He appeared from a pillar, and to protect his dear devotee, child devotee Prahlad Maharaj, he killed his own father, Hiranyakashipu. Today, in the next 1 hour, we will try to discuss some glories of Lord Narasimhadev and the glorious appearance of Narasimhadev from the pillar, and also some qualities of Prahlad Maharaj, because Narasimha Katha is never complete without sufficiently glorifying his dearest devotee, Prahlad Maharaj. So, in fact, the story begins from Prahlad and Hiranyakashipu. Actually, in the 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Prahlad Maharaj offers a beautiful prayer to Narasimhadev. It's a prose prayer, not poetry. And it's a wonderful meditation to begin with our glorification of Narasimhadev. He says, Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya Namastejasa Tejase Avirbhava, Vajra Nakha, Vajra Damshtra, Karmashayan Randhaya Randhaya, Tamo Grasa Grasa Om Swaha, Abhayam Abhayam Atmani, Bhuishta Om Ksharum. Basically, he says, Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Narasimha. Namas Tejasa Tejase Avirbhava. The Lord is the most glorious of all glorious people, most effulgent of all effulgent people. And the Lord appeared with Vajra Nakha. Nakha means his nails. They were like thunderbolts. His teeth also were like Vajra, thunderbolts. Karmashayan Randhaya Randhaya. What did Narasimhadeva do? With his Karakamala, lotus like hands that has thunderbolt like nails, he pierced the chest. And what does this represent? Narasimhadeva's killing of Hiranyakashipu represents the Supreme Lord's destroying our material desires. Hiranyakashipu. Hiranya means gold, Kashipu means bed, wealth, and sense enjoyment. Hiranyakashipu represents all material desires and material enjoyment in the hearts of conditioned souls. Narasimhadev killed Hiranyakashipu. Like that, devotees pray, Oh Lord, the way you have killed Hiranyakashipu, you also please destroy the material desires within my heart. So, karma shayan randhaya randhaya. Karma is fruitive activity, material activity done with an intention to enjoy in a material plane. Karma shayan randhaya randhaya. Oh Lord, please destroy all my material aspirations. Tamo grasa grasa means, Oh Lord, please destroy all my ignorance. Abhayam abhayam atmani, please give me fearlessness. What is fear? A devotee may see a demon, but a devotee is not fearful of the demons. But a devotee is fearful of demons within. Who are the demons within? Lust, envy, pride, greed, etc. Just as Prahlad Maharaj says in his prayers in the ninth canto, in the ninth chapter of the seventh canto, Prahlad offers this prayer. Naham bibhemya jitate ati bhayanakasya jihvarka netra bhrukuti rabhasogradam strat antrasrajah kshatajake sharashankhu karnan nirhata bhita digibhat aribhinna khagrat. He says, Naham bibhemi. O Lord, I am not at all afraid of your fierce form. Ajitati ati bhayanakasya. Your form is extremely fierce, but I am not fearful. Jihvarka netra bhrukuti rabhasogradam strat. Your jihva means your tongue. Netra bhrukuti, your eyes, fierce eyes and eyebrows, frowning eyebrows. Rabhasogradam strat, your fierce teeth. All of these fearful features of your Lordship are not at all creating any fear within me. O Lord, I am not at all afraid of you. You are my dear Lord. How can I be afraid of you, O Lord? Jihvarka netra bhrukuti ravasogradam strat antrasrajaha. If somebody comes in front of us wearing a garland of intestines of that person, we become scared. But Prahlad, little 5-year-old boy, he says, I'm not scared at all. I'm not at all afraid of seeing this intestine garlands. Let me offer you a forest flower garland. So this is Prahlad Maharaj's prayer. He says, I'm not afraid. But what am I afraid of? I'm afraid of this fierce material existence. This material world filled with so many material allurements and temptations and distractions, that's more fearful to me because that will steal away my consciousness from your lotus feet, O Lord. A devotee should offer this prayer to the Lord. O Lord, you are my protector. But the real protection that is offered by the Lord is protection of our consciousness. Please protect my desire to serve you. Please protect my inspiration to render unalloyed, unmotivated devotional service unto you. That's the real protection I want from you, my dear Lord. So I'm not fearful of your fierce form, but I'm fearful of this tempting Maya, alluring material existence. Please protect me from that. So this is how devotees offer prayer to the Lord. Let's begin the story. When Diti means the wife of Kashyapa, the mother of all the Daityas, when she gave birth to two demons, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, they grew up so big with bodies like steel framed bodies, and they created havoc in the entire universe. Then the Supreme Lord Vishnu appeared in the form of Varahadev and killed Hiranyaksha. When Lord Varahadev killed Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu became so sad and so furious and so envious of Lord Vishnu that he planned to kill Vishnu. Who can kill Vishnu? But foolishly, Hiranyakashipu thought of killing Vishnu. He went and consoled his family members, and he instructed his demons, you go and destroy all Vishnu worship everywhere. I'm going to kill him very soon. Then Hiranyakashipu personally went to the forest and performed severe austerities with great determination. He was in a valley in the Mandara mountain. He was standing on his toes. He kept his arms upraised like this, looking towards the sky. He started performing severe austerities to please Lord Brahma. Light emanated from his hairs, and that light was like sun rays during the Pralaya, Mahapralaya. And all the devatas became very perturbed because of this fire emanating from Hiranyakashipu's severe austerities. All the directions were ablaze. The stars and planets started falling. The surface of the globe, along with its mountains and islands, began trembling, and all the rivers and oceans were agitated. He created havoc there, even while doing austerities. Then all the devatas went to Lord Brahma, their master, and said, Brahma, do you understand Hiranyakashipu's plans? You please understand his plans that he wanted to occupy your position. He wanted mystic power. He wants to reverse all the results of pious and impious activities. He wanted to create a disturbance in the universal administrative system completely. He wants to create a great imbalance in the universe. With these intentions, with a revengeful attitude towards Lord Vishnu, he is doing austerities to please you. Can you please do something about it? Then Brahma went to the place where Hiranyakashipu was performing austerities. And Brahma was also accompanied by sages like Bhrigu and others. Initially, Brahma could not even recognize where is Hiranyakashipu. I thought he is doing some austerities here. He could not even see. But later he identified that this is Hiranyakashipu in that ant hill. Half of his body was eaten by ants and termites, and only ribcage, the bones were seen. And the ants have devoured his skin, fat, and flesh and blood completely, and only half of his body has some limbs, visible limbs, and other half of the body only has ribcage, bones. But Lord Brahma has noticed Hiranyakashipu, and with some water from his kamandalu, he sprinkled on Hiranyakashipu and revived him, gave him a beautiful, strong, well-built body. Then asked, Hiranyakashipu, why are you performing austerities? What is your purpose in performing these austerities? Then Hiranyakashipu praised Lord Brahma in so many ways and said, Oh Brahma, I just want one boon from you. I should not be killed by any of the living entities created by you. And I should not meet my death inside a home or outside a residence. I should not be killed or I should not die during the daytime or during the night time, on the ground or in the sky, or by anyone beyond you. I should not be killed by any weapon. I should not be killed by any human being or an animal, by any living or non-living entity. I should not be killed by any devatas or demons or snakes from the lower planets. And let me not have any rival. I want unrivaled sovereignty over all the planets. Can you please give me sole lordship over all the living entities and all the devatas in the entire universe? It's like basically he wants to be like the Supreme Personality of Godhead, practically. So this is the desire of Hiranyakashipu. And Hiranyakashipu wanted all this not to render service to the humanity, by the way. Many times a devotee also may desire certain facilities, certain powers, or some influence just to spread Krishna consciousness, just to render service to the Lord. But here we see that Hiranyakashipu, with all his malicious intentions, requesting for great power and position and privileges from Lord Brahma. Brahma said, "This kind of boons no one has ever asked me. But now that I'm obliged to you, now that I am supposed to fulfill your desires, I grant all this boons to you." Then Brahma departed. Then Hiranyakashipu, to cut the long story short, he went to the heavenly planets, occupied Indra's heavenly palace, and conquered all the devatas and started oppressing the devatas and ridiculing them, insulting them, dictating upon them. He started creating havoc in the universe. Further, Hiranyakashipu, who exhibited so much of sense control, self control, to perform his austerities at Mandara mountain, he became a victim of his own uncontrolled senses after he received the boons. A devotee practices austerities while doing sadhana. A pure devotee, a devotee who is on the path of pure devotional service, performs some austerities for one's own purification, self-purification, and after sufficiently purifying oneself by those austerities, following four regulative principles, etc., a devotee will never look back. He will spontaneously follow all the four regulative principles without having to struggle or endeavor so much. And self-control is there as a practice in the sadhaka stage. Self-control is very natural for a devotee in the sadhya stage. But for demons, self-control, sense control, mind control, regulation, all this is there only during sadhana, materially motivated sadhana. Once they attain the result of their sadhana, rest is profuse indulgence in sense gratification. No sense control, no mind control, no regulation. Irregulated sense indulgence is what they do once they attain the fulfillment of their desires by following some austerities. They use austerity or self control only as a means to enter an arena of uncontrolled sense enjoyment. That's what Hiranyakashipu is doing. He occupied the heavens and he was happily enjoying. He was always intoxicated. His eyes were rolling. And everybody started worshipping him. Means not lovingly. The Supreme Lord, Krishna or Vishnu, is worshipped lovingly by their devotees, but Hiranyakashipu is worshipped forcefully by all the residents of the universe. This is forced worship, forced love, which is not sustainable. Only when we love people unconditionally, only when we receive love from people wholeheartedly and voluntarily, that love is nourishing to the heart. Any love or any facility, any amount of affection that is received by someone forcefully or in an obligatory manner, that doesn't nourish the heart and that's not sustainable. It has a beginning, it has an end. We are here performing Bhakti Yoga only to revive our relationship with the Supreme Lord Krishna, to voluntarily serve Him, not forcefully. To serve Him enthusiastically, not as a matter of obligation. And even pure devotees are also served by other devotees voluntarily, not as a sense of obligation, not as a burden. Enthusiastic service. We are aspiring for that loving service to Krishna and all the Vaishnavas. They are aspiring for such cordial, loving, genuine Vaishnava relationships amongst each other, where we become very enthusiastic to assist each other, serve each other, and encourage each other in our development of relationship with Krishna. Right? That's what nourishes the heart. But Hiranyakashipu controlled all the devatas, controlled the entire universe, controlled the nature. He would force Mother Earth to produce food grains without any agriculture. Mhm. Generally, Mother Earth will produce food grains only when the farmers throw the seeds and then till the lands and provide fertilizers and wait for the monsoons. Nature has its own way to give you all natural resources. But Hiranyakashipu wants quick results. Just like in the modern day also, many people want super quick results without having to undergo all the efforts out of passion. They take to some artificial means to produce some things without having to undergo the necessary austerity or hard work that's required. So then he also was ordering all the oceans to produce whatever he wants. All the gems and jewels and yogurt and sweet water, all the seven oceans are there, right? He was ordering all the seven oceans to produce all these natural resources forcefully. And he would also demand the trees and plants to produce fruits and flowers profusely in all seasons. No seasonal fruits. Any season, any fruit. This is how he is just reversing the way the nature functions naturally. All the devatas approached Lord Vishnu for protection. Oh Lord, please protect us. They offered prayers to the Lord. The Lord said, don't worry. He says, Yada deveshu vedeshu goshu vipreshu sadhushu dharme vayicha vidveshaha sava astu vinashyati. Whoever troubles deveshu, devatas, vedeshu, whoever disrespects the Vedas, goshu, whoever disrespects or destroys the cows, vipreshu, whoever mistreats brahmanas, sadhushu, whoever mistreats Vaishnavas, dharme, maicha, vidvesha, whoever envies dharma and me, they will definitely be destroyed. Sava asu vinashyati. Such a person's civilization is completely vanquished by my power. Don't worry. Hiranyakashipu's prosperity, power, and influence is temporary. It's restricted only for this little amount of period. He already crossed his boundaries. He misused his independence. He misused all the boons that he has received from Brahma. If he continues like this, I'll destroy him for sure. Don't worry. I'll do the needful. So Lord reassured all the devatas. Then he also said, Hiranyakashipu will have a beautiful devoted Mahabhagavat devotee son named Prahlad, and Hiranyakashipu will definitely torment Prahlad also. When he troubles Prahlad, I will not spare him anymore. I will definitely destroy him. You don't worry, I'll take care. Then all the devatas felt reassured. And Prahlad was the youngest son of Hiranyakashipu. He was in school at that time. He was 5-year-old boy, and he was being trained by Shukracharya's sons, Shanda and Amarka. And Prahlad was not at all in favor of all the syllabus of Shanda and Amarka's atheistic school. It's a school of atheism. So the syllabus was diplomacy, politics, sama, dana, bheda, dharma, artha, kama, no moksha. And the students were also children of demons, mini demons, smaller demons. Faculty, demoniac people, Shanda and Amarka. And the kind of practices that they teach are swapara, discriminating people between friends and enemies. These are my friends, these are my enemies. So Prahlad Maharaj never disrespected his teachers or never disrespected his father, but he never agreed with them. He disagreed with them without disrespecting them. He always, as Prabhupada says, he never cooperated with his father or with his teachers, but he respectfully treated them. One day, Prahlad was called by Hiranyakashipu just to test his knowledge. 5-year-old child, what are you learning at school? Can you speak something? Whatever you feel, you speak. Manyate sadhu yad bhavan. Manyate sadhu means whatever you think is good, you speak that. Then Prahlad Maharaj said, Tat sadhu manye suravarya dehinam sada samudvigna dhiyama sangrahat hitvatma patam grahamandhakupam vanam gato yad harimashrayeta. Tat sadhu manye, I consider that as great. What is that? O Asuravarya, O king of all the devatas, Dehinam, for all the living beings, embodied beings, Sada samudvigna dhyam asadgrahat. Those are constantly tormented by anxieties of material life, asadgrahat, being caught by asat. Asat uh, means false things. Asadgrahat means one who is engrossing one's mind and body and words and activities in false things, temporary things, insubstantial things. Asadgrahat can also mean one who is caught by the crocodile of Maya. Hmm. Asadgrahat. Gajendra's leg was caught by the crocodile. Similarly, the materialistic people in this world, their minds are also captivated by Maya. They are all, whether they realize it or not, whether they realize it today or after 10 years, uh, it's a fact that everybody is caught by the crocodile of Maya. Gajendra realized it, but conditions of life, not Krishna conscious Grahastha life. It's materialistic household life. So Prahlad Maharaj says materialistic household life is like two things. One, Atmapatam, soul degrading means. Two, Andhakupam, a blind dark well. Give that up. And do what? Vanam gato yad harimashrayeta. Go to Vanam, Vrindavanam, and accept the shelter of Lord Hari. Hiranyakashipu laughed and said, looks like some enemies are coming into and spoiling the minds of all these kids in Gurukul. Probably they're coming in the disguise of professors and teaching things that are not there in our syllabus. Then Shanda and Amarka took Prahlad Maharaj back to school and asked, we never taught you these things. How did you know all these things? Who has polluted your intelligence? Prahlad Maharaj said, no one has polluted my intelligence. Looks like your intelligence is polluted, not mine. Because of the influence of Maya, you are thinking in terms of Swapara. These are my people, these are someone else's people. All the demons are our dear friends, and devotees are our enemies. You are thinking like that. That's your problem, not my problem. Mm-hmm. You have a polluted consciousness. Then the teachers, Shanda and Amarka, became very angry and scolded Prahlad. And they said, bring a stick, let's beat this boy. He deserves a punishment. He has durbuddhi, bad intelligence. His kolangara means he is a black spot on our entire dynasty. Although Prahlad is criticized by his own father, by his own teachers, Prahlad Maharaj did not slacken his Hari Bhakti, his absorption in Krishna. Whenever we take to devotional service, we may receive some criticism. People may criticize us, people may ridicule us, people may think that we have gone mad or crazy. But our Krishna consciousness must continue. Chittam naiva nivartate kshanamapi Sri Krishna pada bhujan Nindantu priya bandhava gurujana Grihnantu munchantu va Durvadam parighoshayantu manuja Vamshe kalankostu va Tadrik prema dharanuraga madhuna Mattayamanam tume Chittam naiva nivartate kshanamapi. My chitta, my consciousness will not get deviated from meditating on Krishna even for one kshana, one moment. Sri Krishna pada bhujan nindantu priya bandhava. My own relatives may criticize me, ninda, criticize me. No problem, let them criticize. Hiranyakashipu, you want to chastise me? Continue to chastise me. I don't mind. Guru Jana, Gurus, Shanda and Amarka, you want to criticize me? You want to beat me with stick? You call me as someone who is defaming the glorious dynasty of the demons? Call like that. It doesn't make any difference to me. Nindantu priya bandhava gurujana Grihnantu munchantu va Durvadam parighoshayantu banuja Vamshe kalankostu va Tadrik prema dharanu raga madhuna Mattayamanam tume. As long as I'm experiencing the love, affection of my dear problem, People let people criticize me, people ridicule me, people whether they accept me or reject me, whether they call me as someone who is defaming the dynasty of demons, it doesn't make any difference to me. I'm just a dedicated servant of the Lord. I'm experiencing the love of the Lord. To the degree we connect with Krishna, experience the love of Krishna, to that degree we become oblivious to all the surroundings, all the materialistic opinions. Oftentimes, a materialistic conditioned soul wants to impress people around him. I want to impress them. I want to dress in a way that's appealing to people, that people get impressed. I should speak in such a way that people get impressed. I should act in such a way that people get impressed. To impress others, how can we compromise on our own relationship with Krishna? People may expect us to be in a certain way, or they may not even expect also. We imagine that they are expecting this from us. If I dress like this, if I speak like this, if I act like this, they'll get impressed. They have nothing else to do or what, rather except being impressed by you. Sometimes people expect some things from us, and sometimes we imagine that they are expecting this from me. We want to impress them. We want to take their attention, grab their attention by doing something which may appeal to them. But we are here to impress Krishna. We are here to serve Krishna. Everything else doesn't matter. So Prahlad Maharaj did not accept the teaching of Shanda and Namarka. So, but Shanda and Namarka forcefully taught Prahlad Maharaj so many things. Then Prahlad Maharaj said, then the teachers Shanda and Namarka presented Prahlad Maharaj in front of Hiranyakashipu. See, we have trained him nicely in Dharma Artha Kama. We didn't speak about moksha at all. We trained him in Samadhana Bheda Danda. We did not speak any spirituality or Hari Bhakti. Now you can test him. We are confident. Our student, glorious student. Then in the next meeting, Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad, now tell me what your teachers taught you. In the first question, Hiranyakashipu asked him, you speak whatever you like to speak. Then he spoke one shloka, go to Vrindavan and worship Lord Hari. Now second meeting mein, Narasimhadeva asked, Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlad, you speak whatever your teachers speak only. Then Prahlad Maharaj spoke two shlokas this time. First one shloka, second question, two shlokas he spoke. So he had a logic. My father is asking me whatever my teacher taught me. My teacher is Narada Muni, not Shanda and Namarka. Therefore, I'll repeat what Narada Muni taught me. He said, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnoh Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atmanivedanam Iti Pumsarpita Vishno Bhaktis Chennavalakshana Kriyeta Bhagavatyadha Tanmanyedhitamuttamam. These are the 9 processes of bhakti. Shravanam, hearing about Krishna. Kirtanam, glorifying the Supreme Lord Krishna. Smaranam, remembering the Lord. And Prahlad is a wonderful example of remembrance of the Lord. Padasevanam means serving the lotus feet of the Lord like Lakshmi Devi. Archanam, worshipping the Lord. Vandanam, offering prayers to the Lord. Dasyam, serving Krishna. Sakhyam, considering Krishna as one of the best friends and serving him with faith. Atmanivedanam, completely dedicating oneself, one's body, mind and words and activities to Krishna only. Itipam sarpita Vishnu bhaktische navalakshana. These are the 9 processes of devotional service that can be offered by a human being to the Supreme Lord Krishna or Vishnu. Kriyeta bhagavadyadha tanmanye adhitamuttamam. One who has dedicated his life to such devotional service unto the Lord Vishnu or Krishna is the most learned. He is most intelligent and wise person. So, second question, 2 shlokas. First question, 1 shloka. Hiranyakashipu became furious. He asked Shukracharya's sons, Shanda and Namarka, what are you teaching him? Second time also speaking about Hari Bhakti, more intensely. Navavidha Bhakti. Earlier he only said go to Vrindavan and worship Lord Hari. Now he is giving method. Whole Habiteya he is doing, Sravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, etc. His Bhakti is getting intense. His teachings and his responses are becoming more and more deeper. And we never taught him, you know our syllabus. We never had all this Hari Bhakti, Sravanam, Kirtan. Then Hiranyakashipu asked, "You are the most fallen person in our entire family. If your gurus have not taught this knowledge to you, where did you get this inauspicious mentality?" Hiranyakashipu, when he asked his third question, Prahlad Maharaj Svatova Mithobhipadyet Grahavratanam Adanta Gobhir Tamishram Punah Punah Charvita Charvananam. He said, Mutirna Krishna Parataha Satova. Materialistic people will not be inclined to Krishna either by their own endeavors or by others' endeavors, or a combination of both. Adanta Gobhir Vishatam Tamishram. Because of Adanta Gobi means Danta is sense control. Adanta Gobi means there is no sense control. Because of uncontrolled senses, Vishatam Tamishram, they enter hellish planets. Punaha Punaha Charvita Charvananam. They keep on chewing, repeatedly chewing the chod. Once you just bite the sugarcane little piece and squeeze all the juice in it, again, if you chew the same thing, will you get any juice? The sugarcane juice people are there, right? They keep all the sugar canes in a machine. These rollers are moving and the sugarcane is just entering it. So they squeeze some juice. What they do, they take the pearl, they take that squeezed out sugar cane and then make it into 2 folds or 3 folds and again put it. Few more drops will come. Third time they will put, few more drops will come. Fourth time if they put, what will happen? Nothing will happen. No drops will come out. They will throw it. Similarly, the material enjoyment, however high grade enjoyment it may be, you may enjoy it for a while, little bit. Repeatedly same flavor of enjoyment, it will not give any enjoyment, it will only give boredom. That's why people try to invent newer and newer ways of gratifying the same senses. Only 5 senses are there. And 5 senses have only limited ability to get gratified. How much you can gratify the 5 senses? How much capacity do we have? How much can we eat? How much can we sleep? How many beautiful objects can we see? You went for sightseeing for 1 hour. Can you see that place also, this place also? How many places can you see? All look same only after some time. It is not Krishna's darshan. Every day he looks very fresh. So how much sightseeing can you see? How much one can relish beauties with one's eyes? How many songs can we hear? It's not Krishna Kirtan. Some music. So the senses have a limited capacity to enjoy, but because of uncontrolled senses, unrestricted desires to enjoy an essential plane, people enter hellish life and repeatedly chew the chewed. And another thing, why do they repeatedly chew the chewed? Because once they chew, they didn't get any juice. They thought, okay, let me chew it again. I may get some juice. So similarly, whenever we are indulging our senses in some sense gratification, once or twice we get some enjoyment, some kick or whatever. After some time gone. Same repeated stuff. How long we'll enjoy? So Prahlad says the second thing. Second shloka. In the third answer, he speaks 3 shlokas, right? We spoke only 1. Second is, Nate viduhu swartha gatim hi vishnum durashayaye bahirarthamanina andhayathandair upaniyamanaha tepi shatantriyam urudam nibaddhaha Nate viduhu swartha gatim hi vishnum. Ignorant people, they don't understand their own self-interest. Swartha. Swartha gatim hi Vishnu. Our own artha, our own real purpose is Vishnu. Mahaprabhu said, Prema Kumartho Mahan, to love the Lord is your ultimate goal. People don't understand this. They're ignorant. And they're ambitious also. Durashayaye bahirartha manina. Instead of considering Vishnu as artha, they consider Bahir as artha. Bahir artha manina. Out of durasha, ambition, material ambition. Andha yathandair upaniyamana. Andha yatha andhair. Just like one blind person follows another blind person, both of them will fall into a ditch. They are misled. They are ignorant, they are ambitious, and they are misled. Tepi shatantriyam urudamni baddhaha. Urudamni baddhaha. Dama baddha. Who is the one who is born with Dama? Krishna. Damodara. Dama baddham. Bhaktair chitarsham. So instead of taking a rope of their own love for Krishna and binding Krishna, They become inclined to sense gratification and they are bound by Maya. Maya is doing Damodar Lila for all the conditioned souls. Okay. And initially, Maya never felt two fingers too short. She thought two fingers, she experienced that two fingers rope is sufficient to bind this fellow. He is so eager. At least initially, Krishna had some protest. He doesn't want to be bound by Mother Yashoda. So, his Ichha Shakti stopped Mother Yashoda from binding him for a while. But conditioned soul wants to enjoy Maya. Come bind me. Yes, why only Dama Udara. Bind me from top to bottom. From head to toe, you can just bind me with your ropes. So the conditioned soul is eager to be bound by Maya, and Maya says, fine, come into my embrace, come into this rope. Urudamni Baddha. Urudamni means great rope. Baddha is bound, entangled. This Baddha actually means entanglement. Tepi shatantriyam urudamni Baddha. How can such people be relieved? He says, Prahlad, third shloka, he says, Naisha matihitava durukravangrim sprishantyanaर्थापगतो गमो यतर्थः महीयसां पादरजोऽभिषेकं निष्किञ्चनानां न वृणीत यावत् नैषां मतिः तावदुरुक्रमाघ्रिम्. Urukrama is Krishna, the performer of great deeds. Urukrama. Urukrama Angri means the lotus feet of Krishna. Naisham matis tavad urukrama Krishna. If one's mati is not attached to your angri, sprishanti anarthabagamo yadarthaha. But instead of attaching one's mind, one's consciousness to your lotus feet, if people get into samsara, deciding for unwanted things, anartha apagamo, desiring for unwanted things, how will they be delivered? But still they can be delivered. There's one solution. What is that? Mahiyasam padarajo abhishekam. Padaraja means dust from the lotus feet of Mahiyasam, of great personalities, great devotees. Mahiyasam padarajo abhishekam. When we are bathed by the dust at the lotus feet of devotees, that dust bath will protect us from material contamination. Nishkinchananam navrini yavat. They are freed from material contamination. I am bathed by Narada Muni's dust. Therefore, I am able to worship Lord Hari. Now, for this third question of Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad Maharaj spoke 3 shlokas and Hiranyakashipu became furious. This time, no chastisement, no feedback giving, no suggestions. He just said, kill this boy. Entire universe is surrendering to Hiranyakashipu, offering obeisances to Hiranyakashipu. One 5-year-old child, that to his own son. Can't Hiranyakashipu keep quiet? It's okay, let him do Hari Bhakti. Entire universe is there. This is the nature of material mind, material ego. Although we have 100 opulences, 100 facilities, if you don't have one, mind thinks about that only. Hiranyakashipu wants Prahlad also to be his fan. Forcefully. He ordered his servants to kill Prahlad. And as you know, so many attempts were made to kill Prahlad. The soldiers of Hiranyakashipu were throwing Prahlad under the elephant's feet, and they were throwing him amongst huge snakes and making the snakes bite the tender body of little Prahlad. And they were employing some destructive spells. They were throwing him from top of mountains and also imprisoning him, attacking him with weapons, giving him poison, starving him, and exposing him to severe cold and winds and fire and water, throwing heavy stones to crush him, 5-year-old kid. These are the atrocities done by Hiranyakashipu's soldiers. The original child abuse happened at that time. So this kind of child abuse has never happened in the universal history, in the past or in the future. And father is really doing it. Father is trying to kill the child. How can the Lord spare when a little child is being mistreated like this? So how can the Lord spare anyone who mistreat women or children or brahmanas or devotees, Vaishnavas? And this boy He is a child also and a Vaishnava also. Lord Vishnu cannot tolerate it. He did not allow Prahlad to suffer any of these material pangs. Whenever they exposed Prahlad to intense cold, the Lord became warm embrace for the Lord became a very cool embrace for Prahlad. Govinda Parirambhita. Lord Govinda is always embracing Prahlad. Whenever Prahlad is being thrown from mountain cliffs, Lord became a soft bed and embraced Prahlad from bottom. So may you be in my embrace, soft bed. The Lord's hands protected. Whenever Prahlad was given poison, the Lord became sweet nectar. So in this way, the Lord did not allow this child abuse to happen. Just like Draupadi Mata, the Lord came in the form of unlimited sari and protected her. Bhima was given poison when he was very young. The Lord did not allow that to happen also. You give poison, I'll make him powerful with that poison. And Bhima got unlimited strength. So this is uh, the Lord's protecting. Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. He always protects his devotees from all kinds of calamities. We should have faith in it. Even if apparently a devotee undergoes some calamities, that's not because of the neglect of the Lord. That's a special affection that the Lord shows upon a devotee. And also the Lord wants to announce how faithful and how dedicated a devotee is to the whole world. Even if I expose my devotees to hundreds and thousands of calamities like this, they never lose their faith in me. Prahlad never lost his faith. He never became fearful only. Now, Prahlad was not dying only. Then Hiranyakashipu became very concerned about this. He was thinking, he is not dying because of me. Will I die because of him? Maybe I'll die because of him. The Lord noticed this desire. Yeah, tathastu. You will definitely die because of Prahlad. It will happen very soon. Then Prahlad Maharaj was again sent to school. Actually, Shanda and Amarka came to Hiranyakashipu and said, you don't worry, he's a child, he cannot do anything. His bhakti or his devotion or dedication or determination will not last for long. He's a child, don't take him seriously, you don't worry. They have seen so many miracles. He's being crushed under stones, nothing happened to him, and these people are taking it ordinary. See the height of ignorance of these demons. They are gurus also. Shanda and Amarka teachers. Even teacher also, if he's materialistic, he's ignorant only. Just because they're teacher, that does not mean he's very knowledgeable. Even teachers also can be highly ignorant if they are materialistic, if they don't have devotion to the Lord. So they took Prahlad to school, and Prahlad started giving his teachings to his friends. Komara acharit pragno dharman bhagavataniha durlabham manusham janma tadapyadhra arthadam. He said that, my dear children, my dear friends, just don't listen to what our teachers are saying. They are speaking bogus. They are speaking materialistic philosophy. He didn't say that literally. I'm just saying it from my side. Indirectly, that's what it meant. So Prahlad gave some pure teachings. Naturally, all the classmates of Prahlad, they are also little 5-year-old children. They gave up any attraction to their teacher's teachings. They felt that Prahlad is teaching us so well, although he is a 5-year-old boy. And our teachers are boring us. They are bothering us, speaking all kinds of materialistic topics. They found Prahlad's teachings more interesting than Shanda and Amarka's teachings. And Prahlad also spoke so many things about bhakti, about soul, about super soul. It's a very long thing. We don't have much time. We only have 6 minutes. Narasimhadeva has not yet appeared. We have to fasten our pace so that Narasimhadeva appears very fast. So Prahlad was enlightening his friends. Then Shanda and Amarka now gave up. Earlier they were so confident. We'll educate him. We'll teach him Dharmartha Kama. He will be transformed. Then finally they found that he will not get transformed. In fact, he will transform all our students. Other students also will become jobless. So our students are being taken away by him as his students. So better send him out of school. So they became very insecure. They reported to our Hiranyakashipu. Then Hiranyakashipu became even more furious and said that Prahlad, You are so impudent. You are so stubborn. You are destroying the fame of our dynasty. How can you worship our enemy, Lord Hari? Why are you not listening to me? By whose power are you so fearless? Prahlad, speak. I am threatening you. I am trying to kill you. I am scolding you. Even all the devatas become so fearful when they see me. But how can you be so fearless despite seeing me? So then Prahlad answered our Hiranyakashipu. This is the fourth question of Hiranyakashipu, by the way. Prahlad answered in four shlokas. Interestingly, seventh canto has a different pattern. I noticed it sometime when I was giving class few years back on Narasimha Chaturdasi day. So I noticed that 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. So you can read first seventh canto, seventh canto, ninth chapter, 7, 8, 9, 10 shlokas. These are the replies of Prahlad Maharaj. He said, "Na kevalam me bhavatascha rajan, na vaibalam balinam chapareshu." He said, "Na kevalam me bhavatascha rajan." Please understand that you are asking the source of my strength. Please understand that the source of my strength is the source of your strength also. Please understand the source of everybody's strength is the same source, Krishna, Vishnu. And for a demoniac person like Hiranyakashipu, who always considered he is the source of all strength, he is most powerful, for him to hear that his bitterest enemy, Hari, is the source of his own strength, how? What a big blow on his false ego. So Hiranyakashipu could not accept this statement at all. And Prahlad is continuing. 3 more shlokas. He said, the Lord is the supreme controller. You should give up your demonic mentality. You stop thinking everybody as your enemies. All the enemies are within you only. Your enemies are not outside. Lord Vishnu is not your enemy. Your enemies are envy, pride, greed, lust, illusion, madness, jealousy, whatever you have. They are your enemies. You give them up, then you will become enemies. So you are envious now, you can become enemyless when you give up all these anarthas. Then Hiranyakashipu said, where is your Lord? You show me your Lord. You are just speaking, Lord Hari is like this, Lord Hari is like that, he is everywhere. Is he there in this pillar? Then Prahlad said, of course he is there, he is everywhere. Then Narasimhadeva appeared. Actually, Hiranyakashipu, in his rage, he just broke his pillar in his assembly hall with his fist. Then there was a great cracking sound. Initially, he took up his sword to kill little Prahlad. Later, he said, now you show me your Lord first. I want to kill him first. Then when he broke his pillar with his fist, then a cracking sound first appeared. This cracking sound reached even up to Brahmaloka. And all the devatas thought, what's happening? Our planets are getting destroyed or what? Then Hiranyakashipu heard this sound which he has never heard before, and other leaders of the demons also became so afraid they could not find where is this sound coming from. Then Narasimhadeva appeared from that pillar. Very beautiful shloka. In this moment, Sukadeva Goswami says, Satyam vidhatum nija bhritya bhashitam vyaptim cha bhuteshvakhilesha chatmanah adrishyatatyadbhuta rupamudvahan stambhe sabhayam namrgam namanusham. Satyam vidhatum nija bhritya bhashitam. Satyam, to make the words of his dear little devotee Prahlad true. What were his words? My Lord is everywhere. My dear Lord is everywhere. So to make the words of Prahlad true, the Lord appeared. Nija bhritya bhashitam. Nija, bhritya means his own devotee, servant. Bhashitam, he spoke some words. Satyam vidhatum, to make them true. Vyaptim cha bhuteshu akhileshu chatmanah. Prahlad said, my Lord is Vyaptim cha bhuteshu, he is everywhere. Akhilatma. Akhileshu chatmanah. Then Narasimhadeva appeared in what form? Adrishyata, adrishyata. Means it was never seen before. Ati adbhuta means extremely wonderful. Rupam, in a form that nobody has ever seen before he appeared. Stambhe sabhayam namrigam namanusham. He appeared from a stambha. From pillar. Na mrigam, he is not an animal. Na manusham, He's not a human being. New species he has created. And there's only one person in that entire species. There's a new species that the Lord has created. The Lord has created so many hundreds and thousands of species. 8 lakh 400,000, 84 lakh species he has created. But this is a new species which is not amongst the 84 lakh species. Generally, in any species, there are hundreds and thousands and millions of living entities. So many human beings, so many tigers, so many lions, so many parrots, so many peacocks. In every species, there are multiple living beings. Like even if you go to a shop, they have multiple products. Each product has multiple pieces. Right? I want 2 of this. I want 5 of this. They'll give you. But there's one product. There's only one piece. Can't see anyone else in this species of half man, half lion incarnation. We only in dramas and Narasimha Chaturdashi, somebody will put a mask and they will act like that species for a while, but there is no replica of Narasimhadeva. Sambhe sabhayam, na mrigam na manusham. The Lord appeared as an aquatic, Matsya, Kurma. The Lord appeared as animal, boar, who is that? Varahadev. But there are so many boars. Lord is a special boar amongst all of them, right? He appeared amongst the animals also, in that species also, as a gigantic boar, wonderful boar. Of course, there is no boar that is as good as him, but there are boars. Similarly, there are so many tortoises, so a replica of Narasimhadev. So he appeared. And by the way, the Lord appeared not only to prove Prahlad's words true, the Lord also appeared to prove Prahlad is a devotee. Hiranyakashipu is also a devotee. Earlier, he was Jaya, the doorkeeper of Lord Vishnu in Vaikuntha. So, although currently he is like a demon, he is originally a devotee. Because Hiranyakashipu prayed to Brahma, may I not die inside a home or outside a home, by a man or by an animal, etc., etc. To fulfill the desire of Hiranyakashipu, the Lord appeared in this special form. He is not a man, he is not an animal. He did not kill Hiranyakashipu during the daytime or during the night time. In the evening time, he killed. He did not kill him on the sky or on the ground. He killed him on his lap. He did not kill him inside a home or outside a home. The Lord killed Hiranyakashipu at the doorstep. Like that, he fulfilled all the desires of Hiranyakashipu. And not only that, Hiranyakashipu had another desire of thought. Prahlad is not being killed by me. Maybe I will be killed by Prahlad. He thought like that, right? The Lord said, okay, tathastu, I will fulfill your desire. May you be killed by me. So that's another thought. One more thing. There is another devotee of the Lord whose words Narasimhadev has fulfilled, that is Brahma. Satyam vidhatum nija bhritya bhashitam. These words, this statement, where in English it is, to make the words of his devotees true, the Lord appeared as Narasimhadev. Who are the devotees? One is Prahlad, as we discussed. Second is Hiranyakashipu. Third is Brahma. Brahma has given all these boons to Hiranyakashipu, right? To respect all the boons given by Lord Brahma, the Lord appeared in this form. He respected the boons given by Brahma. Otherwise, people will think that Brahma gives boons and Vishnu just invalidates them. No point worshipping Brahma. The Lord has to protect the honor of his own devotee. When the devotee has given some words, although they are inappropriate to give such boons to a demon, but still he said something, I must honor his words. To respect the autonomy, to respect the words of Brahma, the Lord appeared in this Narasimha form and killed Hiranyakashipu. If the Lord appears in a human form, can he not kill Hiranyakashipu? He can. If he appears as a lion, he can kill Hiranyakashipu. If he appears as a tortoise, also he can kill Hiranyakashipu. He appears as a devata, or a human being, or in any form, he can kill Hiranyakashipu. Why he chose to appear only in this form? Just to honor the words of Brahma. Some people think that Brahma is more powerful than Vishnu. Vishnu could not kill Hiranyakashipu in any other form other than Narasimhadev, because Vishnu also has to follow the words of Brahma. It's not that Vishnu is obliged to follow the words of Brahma out of his affection for his devotee. This doesn't make Brahma superior to Vishnu, but Lord Vishnu purposely honored the words of Brahma, benediction of Brahma. And whenever Brahma has a trouble, he will go to Vishnu only. In fact, Brahma appeared from Lord Vishnu's navel. So how can Brahma be superior to Vishnu? If we say that Brahma is superior to Vishnu, Brahma will feel uncomfortable. Why are you saying this? He feels very embarrassed. When you are glorified in front of a senior person, you feel embarrassed, right? You feel very uncomfortable, right? That's what Brahma will feel. Let's not make Brahma uncomfortable. Okay, we discussed three devotees. Three. Narada Muni, Prahlad Maharaj, Hiranyakashipu, and Brahma. Then fourth is Narada Muni. Narada Muni also told the Devatas. When the Devatas came to kidnap Mother Kayadu when she was pregnant, Narada Muni came and stopped the Devatas. The Devatas had a plan. Kayadu, Hiranyakashipu's wife, is going to give birth to another demon like Hiranyakashipu. As soon as he takes birth, we'll kill him. That's what the Devatas planned to do. Then Narada Muni came and said, hey, he is not going to become a demon. He will be a Mahabhagavat devotee. Please understand this. You should not kill him. You cannot kill him. Then the Devatas felt very guilty and said, oh, we are really sorry, Narada Muni. Thank you for enlightening us. And they offered obeisances to Kayadu, circumambulated Kayadu, and left Kayadu in the protection of Narada Muni, in the hermitage of Narada Muni, and they left. So Narada Muni said that you cannot kill Prahlad, right? So nobody can kill Prahlad. So that's why the Lord wanted to prove the words of all his devotees true. And he fought with Hiranyakashipu briefly for a while, and he killed. And he killed Hiranyakashipu the way we just described a few minutes back. So this is how Lord Narasimhadeva appears for the protection of his dear devotees. And he is the protector of all his devotees, not only Prahlad, all his devotees. He is eternal. His form is eternal. In fact, in the 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Prahlad offers a beautiful prayer to Narasimhadev. Let's conclude with this. Although I'm a little beyond time, but still, let's remember this beautiful prayer offered by Prahlad Maharaj to make our meditation on Narasimhadev's appearance more exciting. Swastyastu vishwasya khalaha prasidatam dhyayantu bhutani shivam mithodhiyam manascha bhadram bhajata dadhokshaje aveshyatam no matirapya haituki. He said, Swasti astu vishwasya khalaha prasidatam. Prahlad's prayer to Narasimhadev is, O Lord, may there be good fortune for everybody in the universe. May all the envious people be pacified. Let them give up their envy. The pacification for an envious person is to give up that envy. Because there is envy in the heart, person is very anxious, very irritable, very restless. And so give up that envy, one becomes very calm, sober, composed, peaceful, grave, happy, satisfied. So let all the envious people become non-envious. That is his prayer. Dhyayantu bhutani shivam mithodhiya. He said, let all these envious people give up their envy and meditate on the welfare of everyone else. Manascha bhadram bhajata dadhokshaje aveshyitam no matirapya haituki. May the mind of these envious people become calm by practicing bhakti yoga. And may our minds be absorbed in meditation on the Lord. In this way, Prahlad is praying for the welfare of all the living beings and all the demons in this universe. So we need to give up that envy. When there is envy in the heart, then Narasimhadev has to take up his endeavor to pierce the chest and take out that envy. Narasimhadev pierced the chest of abdomen of Hiranyakashipu and pulled out the intestines and wore them as a garland. He also pulled out the heart of Hiranyakashipu and examined it. This is my place. This is the place where I am supposed to sit. Why did this Hiranyakashipu allow envy, pride, greed, lust, etc. to sit in this place? This is my place. The Lord gets offended when we allow someone else to sit in his place. This is his place. The heart is his place. Only he has to sit there. If he asks Mr. Lust, the Lord will feel congested and uncomfortable and he will get up and go away. My God, It's very scary, isn't it? The Lord is going away from our heart. We should allow the Lord to sit in our hearts forever. For that, we need to follow the footsteps of Prahlad Maharaj and offer prayers to the Lord the way Prahlad Maharaj has offered prayers, and be grateful to Narasimhadeva for protecting us in all calamities, and we should pray to him to continue to protect us from the greatest calamities of envy, pride, greed in our own hearts. Protect me from my anarthas. External calamities will come and go. Agama apayino anityaha. So you protect me from that if you so desire. But my main prayer is you protect me from this greed I have, envy I have, from my own anarthas. Just like Prahlad instructed Hiranyakashipu, your real enemies are within you, not outside. That is the teaching of Prahlad to his own father. Just like Kapildev instructed his own mother in the third canto, Prahlad is instructing his own father in the seventh canto. So you should give up that envy. So let's pray to Narasimhadev to give up our envy and make our consciousness pure enough to meditate on Krishna and not hold any grudges or envy towards anyone else. Shri Narasimha Bhagavan ki jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Thank you once again, Prabhu. I think we don't have words to say how amazing today's this 1 hour, more than 1 hour it was. We didn't want to stop you, Prabhu. We were like, Prabhu can continue till 9 maybe. We are fine with that. And one thing you said that 6 minutes to go, you to talk about Narasimhadev, but we felt that Lord Narasimhadev was there the moment you started showering with the nectarian Krishna Katha. It was continuously, and it was amazing. I'll just leave the forum open for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. If people have any devotees have any questions, they can ask. But thank you so much, Hare Krishna. If anyone has any questions, you can unmute and ask Prabhuji.
No questions.
No questions. I think you answered all.
Prahlad Maharaj's grace. We answered. The class is like that. The content is like that. Prahlad's glories are like that.
I think there's one question. Mata is not able to unmute her. I'll just help her. It's not working for her. Yes. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam Prabhu, thank you very much for a wonderful class. It was very, very spellbinding to listen to the whole story. How many ever times we listen, we like to listen again and again. Prabhu, question is, Prahlad Maharaj was a great devotee and his caliber was completely different. And when he thought of Narasimhadev appeared for him. But we are nothing. We are like, not even a fraction of where he is. We are just aspiring devotees. We are not even devotees. So how can I expect, protection from Narasimhadev, from any of my anarthas or from any of the materialistic conditions outside? That is my question. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Yes, today the theme is appearance of Narasimhadev. I concluded the session with appearance. But after Narasimhadev appeared, all the devatas offered prayers to the Lord. And later Prahlad Maharaj came and offered prayers to the Lord. And you know what he said? Prahlad Maharaj said, "O Lord, I am not qualified to appease you, to offer you prayers. But still, I am preparing myself to offer my prayer to you because I understand that your mercy is greater than all my disqualifications." As you are so humbly saying that Prahlad is a pure devotee, and when he prays, Narasimhadev appears. We are just aspiring devotees. We are not yet devotees. When we pray, will the Lord appear? Of course, He will. Not that we are demanding the Lord to appear, but we are convinced that although I am unqualified or disqualified in 100 or 1,000 different ways, the Lord's mercy is greater than my disqualification. All I need to do is humbly surrender myself in front of the Lord. Oh Lord, please, if you so desire, please appear for me also. And when we request the Lord will give us protection the way He thinks befitting. We need to give that, we need to leave that to the Lord only. Lord, the way you want to protect me, you protect me. But my prayer is you protect my consciousness first. My prayer is that you protect my inspiration to render service unto you and your dear devotees, all the Vaishnavas, and your Lordship never slacken. So that's our ultimate external material tribulations that we may encounter in this world. So we need to pray for bhakti. And even when Narasimhadev personally asked Prahlad Maharaj, you take any benediction you want from me. I am impressed with your prayers. You take whatever you want from me. You know what Prahlad said? I am not a businessman to exchange my service, my bhakti for some material boons, O Lord. You please remain my eternal master. I will remain your unalloyed, unflinching servant for the rest of eternity. This is our relationship. We don't have any other relationship. But I have one desire. If at all you want to offer some boon to me, please destroy all my material desires. And one more desire. Please protect my father. Please show some mercy on my father. Please liberate him. He did not ask anything for himself. So, in short, the answer to your question is, although we are unqualified, still we understand that Krishna can uplift anyone from any fallen condition and make one qualified enough to receive his grace. In fact, our understanding of our own disqualifications is our qualification. When we think we are qualified, we are not qualified. When we think we deserve the Lord's mercy, we don't deserve it. When we think we don't deserve it, when we think we are not qualified, that's the right qualification to receive Krishna's grace. And Krishna's grace is always greater than all our shortcomings. Does it make sense, Mataji? Okay, I hope that answers the question.
Thank you, Prabhu. Yes, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Any other questions, or shall we conclude?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dhanva Pranam. This is Dhanva Jas. Thank you very much for a very elaborate explanation of this episode of appearance of Narasimhadev. I see in this episode and also others that the demons do quite severe austerities and the devotees give them the boon. So is it, why do they have to give the boon? I mean, Mamaji could have not given this boon. Are they obliged to give this boon? What is the purpose behind it? So thank you.
There is an obligation. There is a sense of obligation. So the Lord has created a system. The people on the earth planet will do some austerities or some sacrifices or something else, some meditation, and the devatas will give them some boons. Prabhupada writes in one purport. He says that whenever Shiva gives a benediction to a demon or Brahma gives a benediction to a demon, that does not mean Shiva and Brahma or any other devata are endorsing their demonic mentality, but they are giving the demons an opportunity to at least bow down in front of some people, become humble. And thus Brahma and Shiva have some control over the demons, because all the demons constantly hate the devatas. Indra, Chandra, Varuna, Vayu, Maruts, all these people who are acting as devatas, they are a constant object of envy for the demons. Demons don't submit to anybody. If they are not favorable to even devatas, what to speak of human beings and other species? But only in front of Brahma and Shiva the demons will bow down their head. And to give them some opportunity to bow down in front of someone and become humble and thus gain control over them and try to regulate them to some degree, the devatas may sometimes give some boons. And another maybe higher reason is these devatas like Brahma and Shiva offer boons to the demons. Why would the Lord Vishnu come in some avatar and destroy the demons? So the Lord gets an opportunity to perform a very enchanting pastime for our discussion and give us some reassurance that the Lord is always there to protect us. Brahma and Shiva has to give some boons. It's basically a part of a bigger plan, transcendental plan of Lord Vishnu, where some devatas give benedictions to the demons, and the Lord will come as an incarnation and kills the demons. And thus, we have a great subject matter for discussion about the Lord's pastime. And the Lord also, by killing the demons, he exhibits so much of love and affection towards his devotees like Prahlad, and we understand how affectionate the Lord is. And after killing Hiranyakashipu, Lord Brahma, Lord Narasimhadev gave a warning to Brahma also. Hey, you should not give such benedictions again. It's not proper to empower demonic people like this. And Brahma said, okay, fine, I will not do it. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you very much for a very nice answer. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. We'll conclude here, Prabhu.
Okay, thank you so much, Prabhu. On behalf of ISKCON Auckland, and I believe heaps of devotees have joined globally. We would like to say our thank you in the form of Vaishnava Pranam. Vanchakalpatri Vaishnava Kripa Sindhu Vaishnava Patitaram Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Anant Koti Vaishnava Ki Jai. Please, Grace Gauranga Darshan Das Guru Ki